Hey guys, it's Mama. Happy new moon. It's coming. New moon's coming. New moon in Taurus. So I have a lot to share with you. I wrote it down. And I was doing the energy checks with my cards and things, and Spirit um, said write it down and tell them so you guys can set better intentions for this new moon. Okay? So here we go, because I wrote them down. There's a lot. There's a lot. I don't even want to show you my writing because it's so sloppy. I just write. Maybe it's okay. Here we go. So Jupiter is moving through Pisces. He's going to be moving in through Pisces pretty soon. On the, I believe it's going to be on pretty soon. 2 days, the 12th of May. So I had put up some, what is it? I had put up a small channeling that I did on my Instagram for for a preview, basically a preview for the transit, for the Jupiter transit into Pisces. So if you want to look at that, you can go check it out at Muse Mama on Instagram. Muse underscore Mama M dot. There's a lot of dots in between those, so just type it in. I'm sure it'll find it. I'm like, Coral, you don't have to get so detailed. I talk to myself all the time, of course. Anywho, so that's going to be there's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening during that transit for people, especially like I think I channeled the June and July most especially, but especially June. There's going to be like an exceptional like collaborations between people. So be on the lookout for that if you are a person that is in the creative fields. For the new moon in Taurus, please. Okay, what else? Oh, another big transit. Mercury goes retrograde in the air sign of Gemini. When was it? It's soon. It's pretty soon. I think it's in the next few days as well. So that's going to be interesting for a lot of people coming back, maybe from the past, to tell you how they feel, what happened, whatever, their side of the story. You know, of course, retrograde always is, you have to be aware of past relationships coming in and things like that. But it's also maybe also for yourself, giving yourself a voice to people in your past that you didn't necessarily voice everything to. So maybe it's going to be a time for you to release some of that back towards the people that have put you in situations or hurt you or ghosted you or whatever they did to you that you need to confront and assess. Like you're taking those assessments of people that you might want to speak, say people from the past that you would like to say, speak your truth to. Okay. And then, vice versa. People can be coming in as well, you know, telling you things, telling you or speaking up about things that they didn't necessarily speak up to you in the past at that time when they should have, but maybe they needed more time to assess the situation and everything in order to get a better, clearer understanding of their of their feelings and what they think of the situation. So that's why they're coming back around to tell you, or you're coming back around to tell them, because now you see the situation more clearer. So that's, yeah, Mercury retrograde in Gemini. And then these ones are Pluto. Pluto came up in my pre-shuffles earlier. Pluto is already in retrograde in Capricorn. So there is a lot of foundations right now that are being broken down. Things that are being broken down. Things are being um, revealed. Things that were hidden. People's fuckery, maybe, that was hidden before. Foundations that were not stable. Um, those things are going to be coming out of the woodwork. They need to be exposed in order to uh, so that the new can come. So that's what Pluto's doing in this retrograde, is really exposing things that are hidden agendas, hidden fuckery, hidden theft, hidden everything. Because Pluto is also is really also, its energy is for the collective, so it's for the world. It's, of course, all energy is for, but it is really speaking. The planet is really speaking as a collective. Things that were hidden in society, even per se, um, they're coming to light. They're coming to the forefront. It's coming to a head. It will be exposed. So, in people's jobs, in people's relationships, in their jobs, people that have been caught stealing from their jobs and nobody believed you, maybe. Yeah. Things that were hidden. So Pluto retrograde. Yikes. In Taurus season. Nice. Now we got the other one. What else? Saturn. Saturn came up. The planet of Saturn is, I think it's already in Aquarius. It's in the sign of Aquarius, which rules the 11th house. The 11th house is um, epiphanies, self-expression, being yourself, creativity, all of that. Radical, I got radical expression. So there is going to be some major, of course, new creative ideas, explosions, of course. You are already probably coming up with many of your own ideas that you're getting ready to, put out there, your platforms. The 11th house in Aquarius, the Aquarius is really shown, especially in Saturn. It is really bringing about. It's almost like um, spirit is like people exposure. I'm getting the word exposure, exposed and exposure, because exposed people, spirit is going to be creatively exposing people. I mean, creative. I mean, it's going to be like, whoa. Oh, really? Now, like it's almost like creative. I can't even talk. Creatively, creatively, spirit is exposing those deeds, that like their deeds, as well as bringing out the creativity in other people that have, you know what I mean, like major, like cool, innovative ways of doing things or expressing yourself. So I hope that made sense. I was trying to get that out, uh, but yeah, Saturn is the planet of authority. What did I write down here? Authority, responsibility, and it will be in Aquarius until July 1st, and then we'll jump out of Aquarius and I think go into an Earth sign, Sagittarius, I think, and then back into Aquarius December 17th until March 2023. So, and it will stay there until then. Massive change. Yeah, so that is going to be a longer, long transit. Then, and my pre-shuffle, Spirit gave me Neptune. Neptune is already in retrograde from June 25th until December 1st, 2021. It's in retrograde, Neptune. As a world, we're already in unstable, like we're already, because of the pandemic and everything we've been through, we're already been in unstable energies. But Neptune in retrograde, there's about to be more of that. More in the world, in society, in belief, in our belief structure. It's all major upheaval and instability as a whole. But those are that's the time for us as not to be afraid, because the world is up and down, and rocky, and all kinds of shit that we wouldn't have imagined is coming to pass. And as that happens, we need to just take that time and to self-reflect and really come into an understanding of what it is that we want in our lives, what we don't want in our lives, what do we want in our world, what do we want to bring to this world. So there's a lot of reflection. A Neptune retrograde and all these retrogrades are really just an opportunity for us to take that time to master self-mastery, mastering your hobbies, your crafts, your self-employment, making the proper adjustments. That was what I was saying about Jupiter moving into Pisces, is really taking those assessments as you go, assessing who stays and who goes, where you're going, who you're going with, and make the proper adjustments. So yeah, those were all the energy shifts. So I'm gonna go them real quick over again. So I talked about because right now I'm gonna be doing a reading right now for you guys for the new moon in Taurus, but all those energies are all coming together to really create massive upheaval and change. And so basically Jupiter will be moving into Pisces in 2 days. Mercury is going into retrograde in Gemini in a couple days as well. And then Pluto is also already in retrograde in Capricorn. Well, breaking down what is hidden so that you can prepare for the new, okay? Aquarius is in Saturn until July 1st, moves out of Aquarius, moves out of Saturn, and then back into Saturn December 17th until March 2023. And then here we go. Neptune is in retrograde. It will be going into retrograde. I think I said it was in retrograde. No, it will be going into retrograde June 25th to December 1st. So get ready for that. June 25th. Yeah, this spring is gonna be popping, dude. So anyway, let's get into a little bit of that. So I gave you a little bit of the energy updates, okay, guys? All right, let's get into this reading for the new moon in Taurus, please. Spirit, thank you for all the heads up that you give us so that we can make proper adjustments and assessments in our lives. Thank you, Spirit. Use your angels to protect us and show us what to do and what to say. For the new moon in Taurus, please. for the new moon and Taurus, please. And thank you. Can you get an oracle card for... Oops. Look at that. That popped down, fell on the ground. Beginning. See, and then at the bottom of the deck is beauty. This is my Venus card. This is very Taurian energy right here. In the chaos and in the conflict, seeing the beauty in the chaos and in the conflict. Still seeing the way out. Still seeing the way forward. Coming out of your head into the physical. Bringing your ideas out of your head into the physical. Number 2. New beginnings also in love and relationships as well. Maybe in prepared relationships that will be repaired. It's a 2 of Cups. New beginning in that. With the beauty as well. People coming back into relationships. $20 and 2. This is 20 and 2. 220. New moon. Look at it. It says new moon at the bottom of there. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, this world is essentially, this world is, the energies is doing this upheaval in order to bring things back into balance, back into some kind of order. And not even an order, but like an order, like it's like tossing, like a tossing. So that, you know, when you toss something up, or when you get movement in it. Movement starts to new blood, a new flow, a new creative forces, new insight and ways of thought. Not even maybe new, but just new ways for them, for that person. You know what I mean? So because you have done like the self-reflection. Any more for the new moon and Taurus, please? For this new moon and Taurus, please. See, and also what I'm getting with this card too is it was cold out there. Like, it was a cold world. But as you step forward into your calling, into the new opportunities in your life that are going to be presenting themselves, it's like stepping out of the cold winter's night into the bright sunny day. Like, it's gonna be hot. It's like hot and cold, it's a totally different world, and it's beautiful and exciting. And you see the beauty with this card. You see the beauty in nature. You see the signs. The supernatural signs that Spirit is giving you. The angels have been giving you. Through nature and through, that's why it's important to go on your nature, go out in nature and explore it and really see, watch. Like me, when I go, I watch everything is just like comes alive. It's like, it's pleasure. It popped out. It's total pleasure. Like, when I go out into nature, like, I see the butterflies and the birds and, the lizards, and everything makes sense all of a sudden to you. Like, suddenly everything's making sense. And there's also butterflies on this card. Can't see it with this thing, with this stupid camera, but there's pleasure in this transformation. There's pleasure in experiencing things from another perspective, and really getting understanding from the Most High that what you have to say and what you have to do is important to the universe. It's important to other people. regardless of what anyone else thinks or says. Pleasure, man. And your intuition and your heart chakra is popping together. This purple and blue, green. Yeah, because you've done the self-reflection. You've looked yourself dead in the eye in this mirror, and you realize who is for you, and if they're not for you, then you need to be for yourself, So, and it's a self-reflection that it's 17. It's that self-reflection with spirit. You've gone within and really looked deeply, and people have shown you who they are, and really been honest with yourself and honest in the situation of how you dealt with it and how they dealt with it. I don't know, I'm getting off on that, but it's really coming, and coming to an understanding with spirit as well. Your relationship with the Most High is strengthening and growing through and deepening through this transition in your life. And through all these transitions that are popping off and are about to. Much wisdom. People are going to be going back to school or really just studying on their own, like the deeper meanings of spirituality and things like that. So it's going to be a time for a popping time and an eye-opening time for people. But at the same time, it's going to be an uneven and unsteady. The foundations are being rocked. Because in order to have beginnings, the foundations must go down. So the towers are happening right now. Many towers for many people. And some people are not touched by that. We all have towers in our life. Tower is not always bad, but it does at the end, hindsight's 2020, right? But you realize at the end it was good for your own well-being. It was good for your growth. Okay. And spirit blossoming. Spirit has really been showing you and speaking to you, and you've had many epiphanies, like realizations and epiphanies. Hold on, guys. Oh, jeez. I don't even know where to put all these things. Can we get some from the butterflies, please, on this spread, please, and thank you. This is going to be a long one, you guys. Sorry. But hey, we went through all these energies and transits, and then can we have some butterfly energies for the new moon and Taurus, please? And thank you. Dude, I brushed it, I swear, you guys. But it gets fluffy. Can I have some cards, please, for this new moon? What do you want to show us? For this new moon and Taurus, please. New moon and Taurus, please, and thank you. New moon and Taurus. Yeah. Some of you might be in, we got parental care, and this is really like what I was saying before, spirit really just taking care of you, the angels taking care of you taking care of yourself, taking care of your children, enjoying your Mother's Day. And then we got body changes and sentimental feelings. Some of you, also with this beauty card, some of you might have been, doing some new exercise regimes and stuff, and so you've been seeing the results. You've been seeing the results, and it could be a little sentimental, because finally your mind is catching up and seeing the results of, what you've been doing. And if you haven't been doing that and you felt spirit is telling you right now, get on a program, whatever, start the work that you need to do, exercising, eating right, whatever that you need to do in order to make that transformation in your body. I'm not putting down anybody for doing anything, but, people want to do quick fixes. They want to go get surgeries and shit, so they can lose weight. I lost a lot of weight. I've lost over 100 pounds. and well, about 100 pounds. And I did that all by just diet and exercise. That's it. And counting my calories and watching what I eat, what goes in my mouth. And when I want it, I eat it. But if I wasn't going to see any change in that if I didn't do that, but, we live in a society where everybody wants quick fixes and shit, and that's fine. Some people do need, certain interventions. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that we live in what kind of society we live in, is that people want quick changes, and honestly, you ain't going to get that by just hard work of diet and exercise. So that could be a part of also the self-reflection people are really realizing during these transits. Any more, please, for the new moon in Taurus, please? Whoa. Hello. Oh, flip. Retirement. Really taking the time to rest. Um, really, really taking that time to rest, and get with yourself and think about, and take that time to reflect and to, find understanding for the situations in your life, as well as finding understanding for the situation, for yourself. Okay. Some people can be in retirement already and enjoying that that time of their life. That's good too. But as far as that intuitively, I'm getting that people need to really use their, be honest and take that time to reflect on yourself and the people and situations in your life. More, please. Thank you. Can we have some more? Whoa. Yeah, I said more. Oh, gracefully aging. Yeah, some of you might be some, older, have, maybe um, you need to, you'll be meeting, or be around, being around older people of wisdom, getting that wisdom, from, people that have been where you want to go. We got healthcare changes, like I was saying before, and keep the faith. This, really making the changes. It's the little daily changes every day, and keeping those same changes every day as you do them is and really, speaking kindly to yourself and moving ahead is really every day. Those little changes every day is what really brings the biggest change. When people want to lose weight all of a sudden or whatever, we're just using that as an example right now because that's what we're talking about. The cards want to talk about it. And basically, we all want, I'm not gonna eat sugar and this all at once. No, sometimes you have to do it slowly, like no more soda anymore. So, but everything else doesn't change. Little changes like that. If you can't, because you don't want to set yourself up to fail. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And keep, just Spirit's just saying, keep the faith, keep doing it every day. Making those small changes in your life is going to produce big results. All right, I think that's it for the little butterflies. All right, it's getting late. It's already 28 minutes. What else can we get from the angels, please, for the new moon in Taurus, please, before we go? For the angels, please, from the angels, please, and thank you. Yeah. Okay. There, like I said, I think earlier, is that during even some of these trends, especially in the Mercury Retrograde, communicate clearly. The angels are telling you people are going to be coming back into your life, or you're going to have to come in and communicate clearly to this person or people. What is it that you need, to either help the relationship evolve even further or cut it off completely. But you need to communicate your feelings, your emotions, the situation, whatever, clearly. They're asking you. And compromise. There might be a time in that situation where, you know, it was just, you know, there needs to be a balancing out. Actions need to be both ways. Like, so when you communicate clearly, um, you know, when you're communicating your truth and everything clearly, like you need to have some understanding in the situation of the other person, as well as having understanding with yourself. And sometimes we think things in our own mind that are not true. More, please, angels, guides, my angels and guides, please, and thank you. Oh, one more, please. You know, so, and there will be justice in the situation. It's going to move forward once everything is communicated clearly, things will move forward. One more, please, and thank you. Oh, shoot. Maybe no more. One more, please, and thank you. These cards are so big. Oh my gosh. One more card. Ooh, snap. Yeah, things are gonna look different. Things are gonna look different within a few months, it says. Your life is going to look different. Things are going to be moving forward. You've taken the assessments, you know, you've done everything, you know, that you can do, and you've released the things you need to release. You've moved forward and listened to your intuition and the Most High, and things are looking more brighter in the next few months. Just wait. Just wait and see. You're waiting right now, but you're also being protected, and you're being divinely guided and protected. But you're waiting on this person. You're waiting on this communication. You're waiting on the situation. You know. And Spirit says that's fine. Waiting is not always bad, or not always, you know. How did I get that? Oh, see? That was at the bottom of this deck. I'm going to be using one more of this. Get some rest. Make sure you're resting and really reflecting. When you rest and you meditate, you know what I mean? We reflect. We're able to take that self-assessment. Okay, one more, please, before we go for my peeps, for Mama's peeps, please, for the new moon in Taurus. What kind of life lesson do I leave them with, please? What kind of life lesson do we got here that we need self-improvement on? Or just, yeah. All right. So we got a couple of them there. Fear. Assessing what's, you know, the fear, you know, what causes fear. People, sometimes situations and things are triggered by, you know, we get triggered in our life and it causes fear to build, you know. When we're fully loving ourselves and fully loving others, fear has no place. No place in our heart. So it says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Like I just said, love casts out fear. When you love yourself and you love mostly, you know, when you're loving yourself properly and caring and loving on others, guess what? Fear has no place. Judgment. We got judgment. When this happens or whatever, when this person comes in or this situation is resolving, like you have the judgment call. You're gonna be the one making the judgment call. And so it says here, I understand that everyone that has their own unique path and challenges. And you're making the judgment on this because you know that you either realizing and had those epiphanies and realizations that this person is no longer to be on your journey. And that's fine. Not everybody's meant to be on our journey this whole time. So you're making these judgment calls of is this person meant for my journey, or is it time to say goodbye? You're making the judgment call. And there's perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Your intuition is so important to continue listening to it, continue cleansing yourself, taking your spiritual baths, meditating, praying, listening to your music, whatever makes you relaxed and helps you, your intuition. Keep building that and keep listening to it because your intuition is going to help you in this judgment call. And acceptance, accepting the outcomes, accepting what people have to say, accepting the situation for what it is once you get the clarity, and accepting things like on the bottom. You can't change everything, and you can't change people. Letting go, and that's another thing about this transit in from Jupiter to Pisces is that we're letting go of the outcomes and the answers, the need to know the answers. Okay. So, guys, that was a lot of information. I'm sorry. Not sorry. No, just kidding. I'm playing. I'm playing. Playing, not playing, but for real. You guys just put out your intentions for this new. I hope this helps with you guys. You guys putting out your intentions for this new moon in Taurus, and I'm looking forward to my time with the new moon too, with the Most High and His moon. All right, guys. See you next time. Just know Mama loves you guys. Talk to you soon. Please like and subscribe. Ciao. Bye, guys.